Hello and welcome back to Polestar Driver. This week I'm expecting my Polestar 2 to arrive, so I thought we could look at the list of what to look out for when your car is delivered and some of the known issues. I've taken this information from the Polestar Forum site, and you'll find a link to the forum in the description below. Hang around till the end of the video to see the Matrix headlights in action, kindly sent to me by one of our regular viewers who received his car yesterday. Let's have a look. Things to check on when you receive your car. So this is quite a comprehensive list on the forum, and it does get updated regularly. But some of the common items are missing jack, missing first aid kit. A common issue at the beginning was scratches on the piano black gloss panel around the gear selector. I haven't seen that as an issue recently, but it's always good to check to see that you haven't got these scratches. If you do, contact Polestar customer services and advise them, and they'll arrange to get it fixed. Next thing to check is the keyless entry to get into the car, and the boot. See if you can get the foot detector to work, but check all the other buttons. There are 4 different ways of opening the boot, so check on those and make sure everything's working. The inclusion of your plug surfing card should be in the car when you receive it now. This was a common issue in the beginning. Again, I haven't seen any recent posts to say that the card is not included these days. Another thing to check is the max charge rate, which is set on the screen. Apparently it was set at 6 amps only to start off with, so you need to increase this to take advantage of quicker charging. Then if you're using a G Suite email, so basically a work or business email address, apparently it doesn't log in, and you need a standard Gmail account to log into the screens. Another common issue, apparently the rear windows, when they're closed, they can move from side to side, sometimes up to 10 or more millimeters. Have a look at that. Again, if you have that issue, contact Polestar customer services. Check the manual is in your own language. And then a couple of people who have taken delivery have said that the tire pressures were incorrect when they received the car, and according to the plate on the driver's side door, the pressures were actually reversed. Then we have a look at some of the known issues. So there's quite a long list, but some of these I think have been resolved. So firstly, headlights pointing to the sky should be fixed before delivery now. There were lots of complaints on the early deliveries for this item, not only in the UK but around Europe. Our friend who sent us a video yesterday on the day that they received their car, you'll see at the end of this section, I'll show you the video of his first night drive with the Matrix headlights working, and they are quite amazing. 12-volt battery flattening without warning issue. So this was another issue that came up a lot in the beginning. Again, in recent days, I have not seen as many forum posts about this issue, but it's still out there on some cars. So if you do get it, contact customer services, and they will arrange to get a fix done for that. Apparently the infotainment system on some a bit erratic and needing a restart. The way to restart the infotainment system is to hold down the main menu button, which is the stripe right at the bottom of the screen, for 20 seconds or so until it restarts. Reversing camera 360 sometimes not working. I haven't seen too many posts on this item, but obviously some people have experienced it and it's been added to the list. Another unknown issue is you can set the audio system to be driver focused, but unfortunately this in the UK this sets it around the left hand front passenger, so it's not set up around the driver. Sometimes charging continues beyond 80%, even up to 100%. This has happened on a number of occasions to people, but I don't think we've yet found out the reason why sometimes it stops at 80 and sometimes it goes to 100. The next one is an issue that comes up often, or it came up in Bjorn's Polestar 2 test, and it's connected to charging with rapid chargers, where the car and the charger do not do the handshake properly. So the solution for this one is, if you're using a rapid charger with a heavy handle, when you plug it into the car, just hold it plugged in, push it in until the handshake is completed, and then your car will begin to charge. The next one on there is over-the-air update, which is not yet available, and when it is available, your car will need to go back to a dealer to get it reprogrammed or software updated. The initial timeline for this was by the end of the year, but I see further posts and even some Polestar official FAQs saying that it will be early 21. Time charging not available, and this is not planned until the middle of 21, so we won't have time charging for this winter in the UK. But if you have a smart charger, you should be able to set the time on the smart charger and control the charging like that. The app is not available yet, and originally they said it was expected by the end of 2020, but this is not the recent FAQs from Polestar also indicate that it could be later than this, sometime in 21. Ultimately what it means is that until we get the app, there won't be any preconditioning of the car and all those extra features, so we will have to get through the winter with without preconditioning. That's the one I was just talking about. In-car climate preconditioning is not yet available. Expected end of 2020, but more likely 21 sometime. The ability to set up an in-car Wi-Fi hotspot using your own SIM card is not working at the moment. Connection to home Wi-Fi or hotspot seems to only work if the Wi-Fi network is set as 2.4 gigahertz only. Most houses these days will have a shared 2.4 and 5 gigahertz or only 5 gigahertz. So it needs to be 2.4. The car will not allow any destinations entered to be saved. I haven't looked into this much because I use Google Maps on my phone quite a lot, so I would normally sit at home or at work, enter the destination and save it in my phone, and when you get in the car, those destinations will be available straight away. Next one, high voltage coolant heater sensor has been known to fail. Car refuses to drive. I don't know much about this one, but if your car doesn't want to go, this could be a potential cause of that. Then there's a defect in the design of the tow hitch. Then the next thing is the car is almost impossible to charge if a pin security is enabled. So you can enable a pin in the infotainment, and then you wouldn't be able to drive the car until you entered the pin, but apparently this is causing issues with charging, i.e. mostly that it's not charging when the pin is active. Also, there's no way to display actual tire pressure. There's no way to view kilowatt charging rate, just miles per hour being added. It's not really an issue, but some people would prefer to see the kilowatt charging rate rather than how many miles you're adding every hour. The last one on there is a recent one. Demisting, cabin warming, cooling, etc. stops if you get out from the driver's seat. So this is a video sent in by one of our viewers who received their car yesterday, and if you look on the right hand side, you can see the active headlights taking effect as soon as it spots another car coming towards it. You can see the headlights, if you look at the trees on the right hand side, how it reduces, then turns off, then it turns on and then off again. And this is a really cool technology. I like it, and it will be really useful, especially on the country roads at night. That's it for this week. I have a big week ahead with the installation of my home charger on one day and the delivery of my Polestar 2 the next day. Don't forget to send us your comments via YouTube, Facebook or Twitter. And please press the like button and subscribe to this channel to be notified when new videos are released. I look forward to meeting you again next time.